Okay, now before we move on, these numbers here, I haven't showed this yet in the developer commentary. I'm gonna show you guys something here. I'm gonna go to the spawn chunks. Maybe we'll spend some more time in another episode. This is where all the like stuff that runs the branches. So this is a part in trivia. All those letters in one of the punishments that get changed over. There's these are all the things in parkour. So if I go to creative fly up, you can see all the things in parkour. Those letters you jump on, they're all here. And then I'm caught behind there, caught behind some barriers. So here, escape. These are the numbers that are being copied over, and there's timers and stuff. And this is running the clock. It's a little complicated. If you guys want to see what this whole thing is about, let me know. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what's going on. So it's basically checking the first thing. What are you doing? Checking the first, if it's at 60, it'll always pick that 6, and then it'll pick the 60, what is it? It'll go to change to a 5, and it'll clone over the 9, and it'll keep the 5, and it'll clone over the 8, and it's all based on a timer. But you've all got these master structures of all the numbers here to go off of in these spawn chunks, which are always loaded, even though we're not in that section when we play the map. A monstrous bedroom. I have one regret about this part. You originally had
ColdFusion wasn't breathing fire.
Yeah, I didn't want him to breathe fire. You didn't have this block here. But the problem was when the armor stand was sitting there, he kept.
And it was slightly in the lava, so he was on fire.
I had to put that dumb block there. I didn't like it. He shouldn't. He's the guy who's running.
Everybody remember this.
Yeah.
Diversity 3 Escape Branch is a Q magnet destroyed the creative vision.
Okay.
The artistry.
Come up here. Trial 6, run the gauntlet. This was the one thing when you sent me the first draft I absolutely loved. That's one thing I'm like, this is the perfect thing, this gauntlet here. It's exactly what we want, the traps and everything.
Yep, I think this is one section that never really changed that much.
You did. We'll talk about that in a second. These arrows are being summoned with motion, and they're being killed when they have an in-ground tag. So when they touch the ground, they get killed. The other thing is, you have to color them at, I think, 0 or something like that. Otherwise, default arrows have a really weird blue particle around them, and we'll show you that later. This here is a bunch of custom shields. Do we have a heart? What else do we have? Got the next one?
Another heart.
Another heart. We have pineapple.
Pineapple.
Let's see. Pineapple? Yeah, there's a pineapple. We have another heart, another pineapple. It's all random. Oh, this guy. Okay. This is let's see if I can do it here. How do you put a shield on? I don't actually know. There we go. I got it.
You can open your inventory.
No, quiet you. Okay,
and then you can click on your shield.
All right. This is the happy.
You can
this
place
is
your shield in your offhand.
This is
that's the little slot.
This is the emoji. The emoji guy. I think it's from approaching
next to your character
Nirvana's
in your inventory.
Album. Oh my god.
Close to the recipe book.
You know what?
Not to be confused with the with the crafting squares.
I think there's one more. There's 5 of them, I think. Oh yeah, and then we have another. Ooh, look at me.
Winky
we have another smiley face. It's supposed to be there's supposed to be another eye there, but it kind of got messed up in the shield conversion. So I think there's 5 there, and if you don't use any shields, then you get a special advancement that you got through the gauntlet without using a shield. It's a little tricky, but it can be done. It's not too bad at this point. You can run through. This is where you want to take a break. This was different originally.
Oh boy, was it?
What did you have in here? Another wire cutting thing.
It was I think it was like a rhyming puzzle.
Oh yeah, it was a rhyming wire cutting.
It was more wire cutting, I think. Where you had to cut a certain color that rhymed with something.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah, very good. Okay. The correct color rhymes with the 17th letter of the alphabet. But then you come up with this. This is supposed to be a power button. And then as soon as we do all of them,
Power off.
Power off. Oh, we didn't show this part.
And you
arrows
you
that
add
kill
this
you.
little touch that I love a lot.
Wow. Oh,
which is you have the banners change color too when you power
color,
off.
Yes. Do you know that you don't actually have to power that off? Did you know about this trick? Oh, not that trick.
Yeah, I never knew about that trick.
Not that trick. You can jump. You can actually make this jump. I think Adam showed it to me. Yeah, like that when they're firing at. Oh my gosh.
I think it's because you have Ron's mask on.
That might be it. That might be it. And then we got these anvils, and originally you didn't have a line, and I thought it was way too hard.
Yeah, it's hard to judge where they're falling without some little visual indication on the floor.
These are not being shot out of dispensers. It's just there for looks. And the way that you do this, kids, is you wait till you see it, and then you go. You do it like basically when it's at your screen. This one has twice as fast. And then this one has a break. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you do it. Now here are the arrows that don't have a color effect on them, and you'll see. They have that weird...
They have the particles shooting out.
Yeah. That's because it's a that's actually a default arrow being summoned in Minecraft. And then because we get up here, I should have got... Yeah, the pincushion advancement! So that is a challenge. A challenge, I think. Which is an arrow. So run the gauntlet without a shield. We have a little shortcut here for friends. Oh, this was a terrible, brutal, awful, frustrating thing originally.
You might need to show some footage of that. But
I'll show it.
Essentially, the challenge that was here was the final challenge in the map at the time. You would enter, and you wouldn't be. It was a don't look back challenge where you'd have to.
You didn't notice the words before, did you?
No. When did you add those?
That's for 1.14.
Oh. Do they have to be named in 1.14, or do you just decide to do that?
I did it for fun.
Okay.
Because it's so goofy.
Anyway, back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
This was a challenge where if you turned around and looked back, you would blow up.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do like a little parkour challenge.
It was a terrible. It was like don't avoid the cactus. Avoid the. Well, anyway, I'll show a clip of it. Don't look back. Oh! I didn't look back. I looked to the side. Oh, and then you want them to go through. Really? You want them to go through all of that? The challenge of this is going to be so frustrating. They're just going to cheat and do exactly what I'm doing right now. There's no way they are going to do that puzzle. But anyway, yeah.
And that was when I was first coming up with ideas for this branch. Whenever I think of an escape branch, I think of unique movement challenges. That's what differentiates it from an adventure map or a puzzle map or a parkour map. And so in my original prototype, I was playing around with different ideas for how to limit the player's movement. And that ended up creating some frustrating challenges, but also ended up creating the no jumping challenge. So
yeah, that was a good one. This puzzle here, you came up with the second iteration of the map after I complained about the one-way parkour thing. And you had minecarts underneath with falling blocks, I think, and I just changed it to armor stands.
Yeah, the minecarts underneath would summon falling blocks above them.
So when you come in contact with a falling block, it kills you. Basically, what it is, and it's random. So it's either going to be 2 or 3 every time. It's completely random, and it's completely random which ones are going to be picked. I'll tell you, when I was making the armor stands mechanic for this. I had some really bad breakage because I forgot to stop the armor stands, and they would just keep going, and because they're really? Because they have falling blocks, they would go. I had all these falling blocks on the lower floor there, and I had to constantly delete them. This one's a little faster. It's like twice as fast, but it's the same thing. And I'm not gonna like go into too much detail, but if you look back here,
Oh, it got me.
let's see here.
Well, did you make a first try?
I'm in creative mode. I'm just trying to show. Yeah,
first try because he's cheating.
Well, I'm showing the mechanics. Okay. Under here we have these command blocks that summon the. They all tagged. This is gonna be complicated for some people. They're armor stands and they're all labeled. So this is the purple one. This is the light blue one, and we have area effect clouds that get summoned here, and then I kill 2 of them, I think, and then the ones that are left, they get a redstone block, and then they summon the thing. So it's constantly, it's like randomly killing 2 every time. So there's always 3 that get sent there. You can see ColdFusion there at the back watching you. This was your idea to come up with these guys because these were brand new for one.
Yep, the little evoker.
Oh no,
spikes.
they weren't brand new. These came out like 110 or 19 or something like that. 111.
Came out with the evokers.
Yeah. But I don't think anybody used them for a trap. I know it was lagging a little bit. The thing I am most proud about this is the teleport. There is the spawn point. So if you die, you get 2 hits and you're dead. And you always end up facing this way, even though I am currently facing north, but you always face south. So how can I make it so that the player always faces the way after they die? ColdFusion, if you demonstrate getting killed here, you're gonna see. Yep, he's gonna appear up there, and that's where his spawn point is. And if anyone's up there, so if I fly up there, it automatically it teleports me facing that way. So there's a little trick you can do as a map maker to force somebody to look the way you want them to after they die. Now the original way to do this is to like go to these glass, and I'm doing pretty good. Holy cow, I'm doing amazing. I can't believe I did that. This one here is a little bit trickier because you have to time it. But there's a brute force method. So if you die and you immediately run, you can make it through.
Yep, you have invincibility frames.
Yeah. It works.
Oh, it got me.
And then that guy's dead. He's gone. And then we have the last thing, which was something I came up with. It was like the one thing I came up with. Because you had
that was the end of what I had in the branch, I think, and you wanted something a little more climactic feeling.
Well, you had a room here that was like the test chamber isn't finished built yet, and you're quicker than the master.
Like like you're outrunning ColdFusion's dungeon building.
I wanted to have
you have the dungeon assembly.
I wanted to have oh, look at this. See? Structure voids. They can stop lava. Very, very handy. Little trick there. Okay. If we die, then it resets. So
I triggered it and then I ran back out here.
Now look, if you listen very carefully, there's a sound. As soon as you hear that, you start jumping, you get your jump boost. If you're not, you die. That's how you do that puzzle. Now the way that I do that puzzle, I don't know how other people do it, but I walk in here and I immediately jump on here, and then I jump here, and then I die in the lava. It goes pretty fast. It's pretty cool.
Here, I'll make you your sad ladder.
Thanks.
Oh. Never mind. I fell off the ladder. I wasn't on a ladder.
It's kind of cool the way that this lava rises. I saw it in an old YouTube video of like, it was like a Zelda thing. It's actually rising lava in or if you're ethos, you say lava. So it's rising the lava in different damage values, because depending on the damage value or depending on they don't call it damage anymore. What is it called? If I do lava, let's do it here. Set block lava. So if you look at it right here, level 6, the different levels has different heights. So you can actually go set block lava level equals like 2, and you'll see it's not a full block. It's a little trick there you can do also with lava. So anyway, I don't know where you went.
I jumped off.
It's a giant button. Look.
Yeah, it's a giant button on the wool box.
What is this room?
This is meant to sort of be ColdFusion's office space for designing the dungeons. So you've caught up, and now caught up to the dungeon assembly, and now you've made it into the kind of planning area behind the scenes.
What are these? What are those?
So these are meant to be like little file drawers that you can pull out.
File drawers?
Yeah.
It's like a handle.
Like a little handle. Yeah. They changed the orientation of how anvils.
Oh.
Of anvils and item frames.
Okay.
Which breaks the illusion a little bit.
To do. Take out trash. Sleep. Do you sleep?
Yes.
Watch
too much.
funny cat videos. Do you do that?
I haven't been keeping up with my to-do board.
Oh. Make a better to-do board. How about that? Make map with infinite playtime. Infinite playtime equals infinite company equals never alone again. It's so sad. In the version that I didn't like for this map, there was a boss fight.
There was,
and I hated the boss fight. And I'm like, why are we fighting a boss in an escape branch? I forgot my ladders so close and yet so far. I shouldn't have played this map. They're here. Fragments of my mind. Cohesive whole. Nowhere hiding from myself. Nowhere to run. Come closer. Okay, so I'm assuming I've either messed something up because I bypassed that, which... Okay, can't do that. Why a boss fight? I don't get it. Why do we have a boss fight in the escape branch? We already have a boss, but it was a weird... I think it broke for me or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Effectively, it was a boss that you had to hit off of the map in order to proceed. So when you first reached out to me about making this branch,
yeah,
I was just going on vacation.
You're not reading your lines.
So you've made it through my traps.
You have to do your lines and then you do your story.
To a prison.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You've made it through the first of 146 dimension of design for the escape branch.
Now do your story in between. Oh, no, you gotta do your line.
At this rate, you might actually gain the cyan wool in just a few weeks. So yeah, I made this branch entirely on vacation.
You did?
Yeah. And if you do well on the blah 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 dimension, I may even let you smell the cyan wool.
And that says, I'm so lonely, remember?
I'm so lonely dimension. Yeah. Now, in order to move to the next dimension, you must find a way to escape this room.
Iron Miley Cyrus! I didn't even mention Iron Miley Cyrus at the beginning of the episode.
That's right.
I forgot.
This was your addition, this whole end sequence. And
this was a whole surprise to you. I'm like, oh, this is going to be hilarious. You actually aren't going to give the wool, and Iron Miley Cyrus saves. You can't leave because you get teleported back.
Yep, and I didn't recognize the song at first.
Oh, come on. Iron Miley Cyrus? Is there no cyan?
I blame the note blocks.
Yeah. You did? I did. You can actually get the song. Download it now. iTunes. Here you go, man. Put it in the... Whoa, where's it going to go? It's going to go here.
Good. Now I can hold you hostage for my story.
Okay. I'm ready.
So you reached out to me about making the branch.
Yeah.
Really fairly late into the project. You already had 5, 10, 20 different people working on this map before I did.
I? Really?
Yeah.
Where did those people go?
Yeah, and even after I was saying that, Diversity 3, I called dibs on the adventure branch, and then you reach out to me oh yeah, sorry, we already have an idea for the adventure branch.
Really? I don't recall this at all. Put your wool in and do your story.
I'm not done with my story here.
Oh my gosh.
So, story time with ColdFusion.
Uh-huh.
One eternity later.
All right. Yep.
So.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I start prototyping different.
Yep.
Oh. Darn.
Prototyping. Yeah. Uh-huh. You started prototyping.
I was prototyping, and then you finally reached out to me about building the the Escape Branch right as I was going on winter break
Yeah.
from college.
College? Oh my gosh, was it that long
Yeah,
ago?
this thing called school where you have to go to classes and stuff.
I haven't been
Have
there
you ever
for
heard of
years.
it?
No.
Maybe if you went, you would have learned how to
Fabled.
spell words correctly.
You mean like ouch? O-U-C-H? Ouch?
No. No.
Oh, sorry. How do you spell your name? ColdFusion Gaming? Fusion? There you go.
Yeah.
ColdFusion.
Just like that. That's right.
Uh-huh. So I reached
Those
out to you
U's don't
and
deserve to be in those words.
uh,
But you reached out to me right as I was going on vacation.
Yeah.
And so like at first, I finished I think the first build of the branch in about like 5 days. Just because I was hoping to get a little bit of time off from working on things. And then you came back to me of saying like, "Oh, I hate it."
but you revamped it. It was so good, and everybody loves this.
Oh yeah,
one.
I ended up using the rest of my vacation to revamp
I
it.
think your response to me was like, "Oh, you didn't like my prototype. Don't worry, that's just a prototype." Like, anyway, that's a look at the Escape Brnach, people. What do you think? Did we forget anything?
I
don't think so. I say that every time, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that." Anyway, any last words?
I'll see you later in the Elytra.
Elytra! Oh yeah, Elytra's got a big group. I forgot about this. We got a lot of people coming for Elytra. A lot of time zones. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching so much. Leave a like and enjoy your Minecrafting and have a great day. Bye. Oh, you still have that wool. How's that possible?
And go buy our maps in the marketplace.
Go buy maps in the marketplace. All right, Saturday morning, 9:20 a.m. Brought a helper, and his name is
Gabe.
Yeah. So my son's here. He's 32 years old.
No, I'm 6.
He's 6 years old. Okay. What'd I say? If you clean your room.
And then I can make a video with
Yeah,
you.
that's right. You know Dad's map, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Dimation.
Dimation.
Are you in a jail?
I'm in a jail.
Is this the spaceship one?
No, this isn't. That's another one we're working on. What's this do?
That's the thing that you flip the lever is a toilet. Is this a two-player game? It looks like you're on a planet.
Puzzling push pillars.
Type 1?
Trial 1.
I'm learning how to read in school.
Oh! Hey, what are you doing in here? He's like everywhere. He might be too often. Doesn't that look cool?
He might be the police.
Snow, go with the flow.
That rhymes. What if at the end we'll need all of the items to make a big item to destroy a boss?
Maybe.
To destroy the police?
What do we have here?
Banners! This might be a banner puzzle.
Oh, look at that!
It's like this is what parkour is like.
Woo! What's our frame rate like? It is dropping down quite a bit.
He should cover up the command blocks and redstone stuff. I think we're climbing on chains.
We are climbing on chains. Okay, here we go. Well, here it is. Cyan wall. Take it again sometime. Zoom, zoom, hoop, wop, whoop, woo! What'd you think?
Is that the end?